Thank you for joining me today. This is Whitney with the Yoga Art Space Studio, and today's practice is Chakra Yoga for working with the various glands that are associated with each of the chakras. And so we have one pose for each chakra, generally restorative poses, to help energy flow freely through them, to help heal and open the glands. I recommend having a bolster. You can use a stack of pillows or blankets if you need that instead at home. And so we begin with a supported forward fold. The legs, straight legs go out in front of us, and we begin to just release comfortingly onto the bolster in front of us. Now if the spine rounds backwards from trying to sit like this, instead you'll sit on the bolster and just reach over your legs in front of you. Whichever way allows you to have a beautiful stretch through the hamstrings, helping to revitalize this root chakra area of the body. And so the breath flows in and out, comfortable and deep. Staying in each pose around 10 breaths or so total. Our second pose will be for the ovaries. First was for the adrenal gland, second ovaries or testes. Find a height of the bolster where you can release forward in while the legs are in cobbler's pose. And then begin to take those deep breaths. Imagine that energy. Imagine the ovaries, the testes opening, healing, expanding, blood flowing to them, bringing health, bringing fresh oxygen. The next pose is for the pancreas, associated with the third chakra. This is cow face pose. Right knee tries to stack on top of left knee. If that's not happening well, just sit onto the end of the bolster with the knees stacked like this, or even fall into a simple cross-legged position. Right arm reaches up, left arm reaches under. Try to connect the hands behind the back. If that's not working, hold on to the deepest to the farthest part of the shirt that you can in each direction. Breathing in and out. Breaths deep and full. The length of the spine helping to feed the pancreas, making sure we're neither slouched nor arched. Very tall, very long posture. And as we release this side, go on to the second, left on top, and then the left arm will also be on top. So left leg and left arm upward. Spine tall, trying to clasp fingers. Being patient with the body. If the left or the right side is more open, it tends to be one or the other. As we release, we head into a heart opener. Scoot the bolster behind you and begin to lay onto the bolster. Once you're there, legs can stay in a simple cross-legged position. They could extend, they could even do cobbler, whatever you like the best. Arms can just be open to each side, or you can hold on to wrists or elbows and let that rise above the head. Whatever helps the energy of the heart to open the very best. Now the gland associated with the heart chakra is the thymus. Thymus tends to shrink as people get older. And so here we ask the thymus to be just as active as it needs to be to help the heart chakra have the best health possible. Breathing it in and out, as if each breath is bringing health, vitality, youthfulness. Rolling off the bolster, our next pose will be a supported shoulder stand. So scoot the bolster under the hips. If you need to come all the way up to work into that, that's fine. Bolster under hips, sacrum supported, legs up to the sky. Find a space where it doesn't take much core work to keep this in place. It's almost like the legs practically float in place. And so when you find that spot, just breathe those 10 slow, deep breaths. Gently placing the feet down. We come up onto our knees. Our next one will be a dolphin pose with the head supported gently by the bolster. So plant the elbows, place the crown of the head onto the bolster, lift up the hips, walking the toes in as far as you can with comfort. Trying to bring a little bit more weight, not enough to crunch the cervical spine, that neck, but just enough to feel like that pressure on the crown of the head is feeding blood, feeding energy, oxygen-rich energy into the pituitary gland. The gland of our beautiful third eye. Relaxing from here, take a moment with a child pose. Child pose with the forehead rested onto the bolster. Resting for the pineal gland. That gentle pressure on the forehead, helping to introduce energy there. Going through the glands one more time in case any were missed. First chakra was adrenal, second chakra ovary or testes, third pancreas, fourth thymus, fifth thyroid, sixth pituitary, seventh pineal gland. And so let yourself rest in this child pose for as much time as you have available to you this wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. May we continue to be filled with light and happiness and peace. Namaste.